Welcome to Part 3 of our Hong Kong Convention lecture series for MEO Class 1 Oral Examination preparation. In this lecture, we will study ship recycling facilities, the complete recycling process, worker safety, environmental protection, and responsibilities of ship owners and recycling facilities. We will also learn how the inventory of hazardous materials is transformed into an actual ship recycling plan and how a ship legally proceeds from operation to final dismantling under the Hong Kong Convention. Slide 2. From HIM to the recycling yard. In the previous lecture, we studied the Inventory of Hazardous Materials, or HIM. In this lecture, we move to the next stage, the SRF. We will learn how a ship recycling facility is authorized, the difference between the ship recycling facility plan and the ship recycling plan, and how the entire recycling process is controlled from start to finish. This transition from documentation to actual recycling is one of the most important concepts under the Hong Kong Convention. Slide 3. Ship Recycling Facility. A ship recycling facility, or SRF, is a facility authorized to recycle ships in accordance with the Hong Kong Convention. The Convention requires the facility to protect workers, protect the environment, ensure safe dismantling of the ship, and properly manage hazardous materials. One important oral examination point is that a facility cannot legally recycle ships under the Convention unless it has been authorized by the competent authority of the ship recycling state. Slide 4. Requirements of a ship recycling facility. An authorized ship recycling facility must have safe working procedures, environmental protection measures, a hazardous waste management system, emergency preparedness arrangements, worker training programs, personal protective equipment, and medical facilities. The purpose of all these requirements is to ensure that ship recycling is carried out safely and in an environmentally sound manner. Slide 5. Ship Recycling Facility Plan. Every ship recycling facility must maintain a ship recycling plan, known as SRFP. This is a permanent management document prepared for the facility itself. It describes safety procedures, environmental controls, waste management, emergency response arrangements, worker protection measures, and operational procedures. Remember this carefully. One SRFP is prepared for the facility, not for an individual ship.
Slide 6. Authorization of ship recycling facilities. Before a facility can recycle ships, it must be inspected, evaluated, and authorized. The authorization verifies compliance with both the Hong Kong Convention and national regulations. Only after successful authorization may the facility conduct ship recycling operations under the Convention. Slide 7. Ship Recycling Plan, or SRP. Now we come to the Ship Recycling Plan, or SRP. Unlike the SRFP, the SRP is prepared for one specific ship only. It is based on the ship's inventory of hazardous materials, the ship's particulars, and the capabilities of the recycling facility. The SRP is prepared by the ship recycling facility and, where required by national law, approved by the competent authority. Slide 8. Contents of the Ship Recycling Plan. The Ship Recycling Plan contains the sequence of dismantling, hazardous material removal procedures, worker safety measures, waste management procedures, emergency arrangements, and monitoring procedures. Its purpose is to ensure that the ship is recycled safely, efficiently, and in accordance with the Convention. Slide 9. Ship Recycling Process. All 13 steps. This is the most important flowchart in Part 3 because it shows the complete recycling process from authorization to final completion. Step 1. Authorization of ship recycling facility. Everything begins before any ship arrives. The ship recycling state first inspects the recycling yard. If the yard complies with the Hong Kong Convention, it receives the Document of Authorization to Conduct Ship Recycling, or DASR. Think of the DASR as the license that allows the yard to recycle ships. Step 2. Ship Recycling Plan, or SRFP. Once authorized, the facility prepares its SRFP. This permanent document describes safety procedures, worker protection, waste management, emergency response, environmental protection, and operational procedures. Step 3. Shipowner decides to recycle the ship. When a ship reaches the end of its service life, the shipowner decides to recycle it and formally begins the recycling process. Step 4. Finalization of IHM. Before recycling can begin, the Inventory of Hazardous Materials must be finalized. Part 1 must be up to date, Part 2 must be prepared, and Part 3 must be prepared. The completed IHM is then sent to the recycling facility. Step 5. Preparation of Ship Recycling Plan, or SRP. Using the finalized IHM, the recycling facility prepares a ship-specific SRP containing the sequence of dismantling, hazardous material removal procedures, safety measures, waste management, and pollution prevention arrangements. Step 6. Approval of SRP. Some countries require government approval of every SRP, while others do not. Both approaches are permitted under the Convention.
Step 7. Notification. Once the SRP is ready, the recycling facility notifies the ship recycling state, and the shipowner notifies the flag state that recycling is about to begin. Step 8. Final survey. The flag state conducts the final survey, checking the finalized IHM, the ship recycling plan, the authorized recycling facility, and compliance with convention requirements. Step 9. International Ready for Recycling Certificate, IRRC. After a successful final survey, the flag state issues the IRRC. This certificate confirms that the ship is legally ready for recycling. Step 10. Report of planned start of recycling. Before dismantling begins, the recycling facility informs the recycling state of the planned start date of recycling. Step 11. Recycling begins. Actual recycling starts. Hazardous materials are removed first, followed by machinery, equipment, steel structures, and finally the remaining hull. Step 12. Statement of completion. After recycling is completed, the facility issues a statement of completion, confirming that the ship has been fully recycled. Step 13. Submission to authorities. The original statement of completion is sent to the recycling state, and a copy is sent to the flag state. The recycling process is now officially complete. Slide 10. Worker safety. Worker safety is a major requirement of the Hong Kong Convention. Protection measures include PPE, safety training, risk assessments, and safe working procedures. Operational controls include gas testing, permit-to-work systems, emergency drills, and medical facilities. Remember the key definitions: safe for entry, sufficient oxygen, and no dangerous atmosphere. Safe for hot work, free from fire and explosion hazards, and the space must first be safe for entry.
Slide 11. Environmental protection. Environmental protection measures include spill prevention, waste segregation, safe storage, pollution control, hazardous waste disposal, air and water protection, and prevention of soil contamination. The objective is to prevent environmental pollution during ship recycling operations. Slide 12. Hazardous material management. Hazardous materials must be identified, removed safely, segregated, stored safely, transported safely, and disposed of through authorized facilities. Examples include asbestos, ozone-depleting substances, PCBs, oils, and chemicals. Slide 13. Responsibilities of the shipowner. The shipowner must maintain the IHM, select an authorized ship recycling facility, provide the required documentation, cooperate during surveys, and ensure compliance with the convention. Slide 14. Responsibilities of the ship recycling facility. The ship recycling facility must prepare the SRP, protect workers, prevent pollution, handle hazardous materials safely, maintain records, and report completion to the competent authority. Slide 15, Chapter Summary. In this lecture, we studied ship recycling facilities, authorization requirements, the ship recycling facility plan, the ship recycling plan, the complete recycling process, workers' safety, environmental protection, hazardous material management, and the responsibilities of both ship owners and recycling facilities. Most importantly, we learned the complete sequence from authorization of the recycling yard to the final statement of completion, which is one of the highest value topics for MEO Class 1 oral examinations. If you found this lecture useful, please support the channel by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. In Part 4, we will compare the Hong Kong Convention with the EU Ship Recycling Regulation, study ship recycling in India, discuss the Recycling of Ships Act 2019, and cover several important oral examination questions and myths that frequently confuse students. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in Part 4.